It's time now for the award-winning #1 local talk show in Northeast Pennsylvania, The Sam Lesante Show. Now here's your host, Sam Lesante.
Hi everyone, I'm Sam Lesante and welcome to The Sam Lesante Show. Now today is the Luzerne County Report, bringing you up to date what's going on. And once again, Sam at ssptv.com. Yes, we have a number of, I know some of you who send me emails have some comments and questions. So I try to incorporate them when I'm talking to Romilda, who is the Luzerne County Manager, in the show. If I miss something, please, Sam at SPTV, put me straight, okay? Romilda, how are you?
I'm doing well. I wish we would have a few more sunny days, but I'm doing well.
Complain.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you Luzerne County Managers, I'm telling you. We've been hit with some difficult weather this last year, I'm telling you.
I know.
Hopefully things will level off.
Hopefully. Hope springs eternal.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
They're not beating you up, are they, down at?
I know how to bob and weave.
You are an attorney, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, because some people said, I heard you say you're an attorney. Yeah, you are an attorney. What law school do you go to?
I went to the Cardozo School of Law, which is part of Yeshiva University in New York City. Benjamin Cardozo was a Supreme Court justice, and he was the president judge of the New York appellate courts.
So why become a lawyer?
I didn't do well in chemistry, so I couldn't be a doctor.
That's your reason?
Part of it is I always wanted to be a doctor, and I went to MMI, and I wasn't the best chemistry student, so I had to shift what I wanted to do, and I thought about being a university professor. But I was told by one of my university professors that I like to talk a lot, so I should be a lawyer, and so I went to law school.
Well, did you think you made the right choice?
I think I did. Having a law degree, it's very versatile. Most people think that you become a lawyer and you're automatically going to be a litigator and go into a courtroom. But it's a degree that really is very versatile and can do a lot of different things with that degree. And I encourage people that if they want to go to law school, they should, no matter what their age.
You know, it's interesting because, you know, as you said, you use that throughout the course. And, how has this, having a law degree, helped you with your position as a county manager?
Well, it certainly helped me. I was the chief county solicitor for years when Dave Pedgy, who was also a very an excellent attorney when he was a county manager, so I was able to learn from him. But every single division, the county solicitor deals intimately with every single department, and you learn the nuts and bolts and the foundations of county government. I try to keep my law hat off and not intervene, but it's there, and I use it, and I ask a lot of questions, which is something that you learn how to do in law school. So it really helps dealing with the magnitude of the issues that counties face.
I would think it is a tremendous advantage because, you know, knowing, you know, when you're going into different meetings or dealing with different people or different projects or different contracts, you have a good feel for that and knowing that where it's going to go. If you did not have that background, you'd have to depend on different things, which you do.
Right.
But I think it's great to have that inner, you know, knowing, you know, it's going to go in this direction. You know.
Right. Right. Like inside baseball, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's very important. It's an asset to the county as well. Looking at currently our status in the county financial-wise, all right. We have the school district on. We just had a show talking about so-called wasteful spending, okay, to bring the light to the people of what really is happening internally. It's easy to say, they're spending money, they don't care about this, the bridge is not working, the roads are bad, without knowing all of the internal stuff that's going on, you know. In terms of the operation finances in the county, how do we sit?
We're very healthy. We have a minus credit rating.
What does that mean?
It means that we have a high credit rating that if we need to finance, we'll have a lower interest rate. An example is this. The debt that was assumed under the county commissioners, over $400 million, we have it down to about $115 million. We had to pay a very high interest rate. There will become a time in the near future that we're going to have to finance a prison. Our debt service for the prison finance will be less than what we have been paying because our credit rating is better. So we need to maintain that. We need to maintain that credit rating. I went into the head of budget and finance, and I told her, I said, I want an A. I want an A. I want an A in 2026. You have to go up gradually. I don't know if you read Lackawanna County, theirs decreased to a B minus, minus, minus. And I went into her and I said, I want an A.
Mm-hmm. You know, here again, you know, when you're looking at internal things that people don't, you just said don't realize that, okay? Because they're not getting up and want to say what's going on in county government. That's
Right.
why we have these shows.
Right.
But when you're looking at the fact that you have the management, the fiscal management in all different departments that allowed you to become an A minus rating.
Right.
And in turn, we as taxpayers and also residents
Right.
benefit from the fiscal management.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we're always reviewing budget and finance and fiscal health of all the departments. And I can tell you what I don't accept from my department heads or my division heads is the statement, this is how we've always done it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
And either myself or Mary Roselle, who's the division head of budget of finance, we ask, well, why? Why are you doing it that way? Show me the regulation. Show me the benefit of why we're doing it this way. And we're peeling away. It's like an onion. You have to peel away the skin, and you have to keep at it. It can't just be a one and done. It's every year. We have to ask those questions. And we have to ask the questions to ourselves, is the plan that we're doing, is it working? And so it's a constant discussion and dialogue and analysis. It takes time, but we have to put the time in. That's our responsibility.
I know running this business and the businesses I had throughout the years, the economy and the way things go, have an effect on your business.
Right.
And when you're putting together a budget, and you're basing as, well, I'm buying this pen for 50 cents, and
Right.
I'm buying this cup for 25 cents.
Right.
All of a sudden, inflation. Now you set your budget. All of a sudden, inflation comes in. Now this pen now no longer costs me 50 cents. It's now 65 cents, and this is now 35 cents.
Right.
You don't have the ability just to go out and say, well, all right, we're going to throw more money on the taxpayer
Right.
because your budget's set.
Right.
That's when I think, it's important, again, and I know I harp on this all the time, when you're putting people in the office to understand what good fiscal management is all about.
Right. Right.
Wouldn't
And
you agree, Romilda?
Absolutely. You have to do that, and you have to anticipate. And we know that construction projects, we may have a design that was created maybe a year ago, and the design indicates that it may cost $1 million to do a project. By the time we do the project, maybe a year or two from now, it's not going to be $1 million. It'll be maybe 1.5. Yeah. So we have to anticipate that. We are working on the projects that we will be doing in 2026 and 27. We're looking at those projects now, and we're anticipating what needs to be done and what the cost will be.
putting together your team, and I always say a team is so important. What do you look for? Now, who do you surround yourself with in terms that you're going to make the right decisions and looking, because you don't know the answers to construction. Like you said, you call on one of the board members sometimes, Thornton, you know, for information. And that's for nothing, okay? And glad we have a guy like him on the board, the county board. You know, what do you look for in terms of abilities?
I want people who work at the county to want to work at the county and to want to move the county forward and do what's best for the county. It's not just a job. We're public servants, and our decisions affect everyone that we live around, and it affects us where we live and how we live. I want people who want to make Luzerne County better. And I look at their skill set, and I put their skill set where they should be. And I want people there who want to do it. And that's who I'm surrounding myself with.
Before I go to break, you remind me of this story of Kissinger. Okay, did I tell you the story of Kissinger?
No, but...
And this is interesting when you think about it. So Henry Kissinger had a project, and he called in, let's say, Sam.
Right.
He said, Sam, I have a major project in Tawanda. Or Nigeria. So the man goes out and does this project for 3 months, comes in, gives Mr. Kissinger, says, here's my report, Mr. Kissinger. Mr. Kissinger says, thank you. The next day he calls Sam and says, Sam, I want you to redo this. Sam takes the report, works on it for another month, comes back, puts it down, Mr. Kissinger, thank you. Next day, Mr. Kissinger calls Sam, I want you to come in, I want you to redo this. Comes in, takes the report off, brings it back the next a month or two, looks at it, I want you to redo this. Sam says, Mr. Kissinger, there is nothing else I can do. That is absolutely the best I could do. There is nothing else. And Kissinger looked at him and said, now I will read it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Because the man did not do what he thought. And Kissinger said, if that's your best work, if you would have taken this off my desk, that's not your best work.
Right.
And not that you are, but it reminds me of when you're asking, when you're putting together the budget, and you're asking those people to come in, are they giving you the best?
Right.
I believe they are, based on what you have been doing in the last year or two, and especially when they have to put these budgets together and you're saying, we need to do a 10% cut, or we need to keep it the way it is. That's very, very trying when you think.
Oh, absolutely. But that's the job. I have to make hard decisions or make hard and difficult recommendations to council. But that's the responsibility that I took on when I accepted the position.
Now, the council sets the directions of what
policies.
Has to be done. Okay. Now, there's some times where you have to come and say, I think we should be doing certain things, and they adopt that as policies. Okay.
Yes.
All right. We have an election year coming up. Okay, and I'm not here to endorse anyone or whatever, but the point is, it's critical for you and the county to make sure that we have council members that are truly understanding and concerned about what this county is all about and putting the politics aside.
Right.
Would you agree?
Absolutely. 100%.
We come back, my friends. I'll continue the conversation with Romilda. Remember, it's sam@ssptv.com. Any questions or comments you have, please email me. And I am trying to incorporate some of the questions that you have, as you can see in my interview with Romilda. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the Sam Lesante Show, folks. This is the Luzerne County Report. Remember, we do a number of reports: the Schuylkill Report, Luzerne County Community College Report, and we have the Mayor's Report, the Mayor Jeff Cassett Report. You have any questions, please email me at sam@ssptv.com. On the show today, Romilda Crocamo, who is the Luzerne County Manager. And hopefully next month, we talked about this, but some things, personal things came up. The talk about 911, okay, and boy, what's involved. I mean, that's a show in itself of what it's all about.
It's 24 hours a day, every single day, and There's 3 jobs in the county that I would not be able to do. One,
Come on.
I wouldn't be able to be a corrections officer. I wouldn't be able to be a caseworker at CYS, and I certainly would not be able to be a call taker at 911. All of them do yeoman's work, and especially with 911, it's constant. It's constant, and they just do a terrific job.
I'm excited to have her on because I like to, so people know the internal workings and that. In the last few months or two, you purchased the visiting center. So what was the decision in that area?
The train station. We had leased the train station, and the train station, there used to be a very vibrant rail community in Luzerne County, and for people my age, there was a venue called the Station. It was a train station. It was a dinner club, dance club. It went into kind of disrepair, and then it was sold by the county. Somebody purchased it and refurbished the one train. The train car, and our visitors bureau eventually leased that space, and it's really just a beautiful space. And the owner was going to sell it, just that particular parcel, and we decided to buy it. When we bought it, we didn't have to finance it because we don't want to increase our debt because I want that A next year. And so we bought it, and it will be continue to be the home of the Visitors Bureau of Luzerne County. That is part of our history, and what I hope to do in 2026 is do a historic preservation plan for the courthouse and the train station. These are historic buildings. The courthouse is on the National Historic Register, and by doing this preservation plan, we'll be able to get more grant money, and it will be a plan to make sure that we take care of those historic buildings. That is our responsibility, to make sure that we take care of the assets that we have. And we may be having, once we actually own the train station, we may be having a dance party there to commemorate those of us who used to go there and dance and have dinner.
You know, we had a show, like a visiting, Luzerne Visiting Bureau report every month.
Right.
And when the budget ran out, they had to stop doing the show, but hopefully they'll pick it up again. But I every time I did that show, Romilda, and whether it was Alan or Sarah,
right.
the things that I learned about Luzerne County, living here all my life, and I said, wow, you know,
right.
there's so many great things that are in this county, you know. Don't you feel the same way?
Absolutely, and there's a lot of things to do. If you like to go out, there's a lot of good restaurants in the entire county, whether it's Hazleton or you go up to Pittston. There's wonderful restaurants, and you can see I frequent them. There's also beautiful trails. We have wonderful trails here in Luzerne County. Obviously, you can tell that I don't frequent those. But we have the baseball team. That's in Lackawanna County, but it's nearby. We have the arena. We have the Penguins. There's a lot to do here. We have the Northeastern Philharmonic, if you like classical music. Really, to say that there's nothing to do here is an absolute mistake.
And I was one of those people who said, well, what is there to do? And then when I started doing the show, oh my God, there's so many great things. Speaking of buildings now, the Job Corps, of course, understand they're ceasing the Job Corps. Now, you said that the buildings are owned by the county?
Well, we own the land. We own the land, and we lease the land to the federal government. That lease has not been terminated. the federal government, they've made a decision to stop the Job Corps program. It's in the courts right now, but the lease itself has not been terminated. So we just made contact with the federal government to keep us informed about what, how they're going to go forward. But they're stopping that Job Corps program, but they have not terminated the lease.
Okay. Now, you're working on the capital plan. Let's talk
Yes.
about what is the capital plan?
The capital plan is it's a 3-year plan. Every year we put in this 3-year plan, and it's exactly what it says. It's for capital projects. So some of our projects that we're going to do involved increasing security at the prison. Our boiler plant needs a new roof. Our assessment office needs a new assessment system. We have a leak in the Penn Place building. We need to fix that. So all those types of projects get, we go through the projects and we determine what projects need to be done each year. And so we'll be submitting that Tuesday at the meeting.
How's the condition of the courthouse?
Condition of the courthouse, well, we know that under Dave Pedri, he did conservation of all the artwork, and it just absolutely stunning and beautiful. Fixed some leaks up in the rotunda and some of the courtrooms. We have to be very careful with our pipes and our sewer system in the courthouse because they're the original pipes. And obviously we can't have any kind of mishap and shut the courthouse down for an extended period of time. So I always say that Dave Pedri got the artwork and I got the sewer pipes. But we're...
See, you said he's an intelligent person.
He is. He's a smart dude.
He knows what he's doing, yeah.
And I get along with him, and he just won a leadership award, and just
well-deserved.
Well, absolutely well-deserved. But we're making sure that the innards of the courthouse are taken care of.
Yeah. When you're looking at the courthouse now, there's judges. Not all the judges are there at the courthouse?
No, the judges are in the main courthouse, and then across the street at what's called the Bruminsky building.
Okay. So how many judges are at the Bruminsky building?
2 judges. President Judge Salavantis is there and Judge Rogers. Okay. And the remainder of the judges are in the main courthouse. In January 1st, we will have an additional judge to the bench, and there is talk that in 2027 there'll be another seat added. So there'll be another election with another judge taking a seat in 2028. So we're preparing for that now.
Mm-hmm. Anything else we should know in the county?
County's doing great. We're starting the Rock in the Mountain on the 27th here in Hazelton, and then it shifts up to Wilkes-Barre to Rock in the River. And it's just, they're both beautiful, beautiful venues, and we just hope people show up and have a great time, dance to the music, see friends.
Enjoy life a little bit.
And enjoy life a little bit.
My friends, remember ssptv.com for all of our shows, 21 shows or more we produce, neighborhood shows. And remember my email, sam@ssptv.com. Any questions you have about any of the reports we have, we welcome them. We'll see you next time.